Is your hotel revenue budget giving you nightmares? Room revenue is the most important source of hotel revenue. Did you know that it delivers the major chunk of the hotel revenue? However, many hotel managers don't know how to budget for revenue. So you may have a question now. Why me? How am I qualified to make this video? I spent 26 years in the hotel industry and I have gone through multiple budget exercises, and I would like to share the lessons learned. More importantly, the steps you can take to avoid mistakes I saw happening all those years back. In this video, I will show you how you can achieve your budgets consistently with an effective budgeting process. How to budget hotel room revenue is a step-by-step beginner guide. Let's see the 3 stages of the hotel room revenue budget. Most hotel managers think budgeting is a straightforward single process, but there are 3 stages to the hotel room revenue budget: the pre-budget plan, the actual budgeting process itself, and a post-budget forecast, which is as important as the other 2 stages. Stage 1 is about the pre-budget plan, and it is divided into 2 categories: historical analysis, which includes trends, seasonality, and outliers, and then a market analysis, which talks about competition, economy, supply changes, and demand generators. Step 2, which is the budgeting process itself, takes a big picture overview, which consists of occupancy and average rate. If you take these 2 important contributories to room revenue, you can unearth a third powerful KPI called revenue per available room, most commonly known as RevPAR, and then of course the revenue itself. Then we come to the building blocks of the revenue, market segments, and the 2 most important categories, individual and group. Next comes assumptions, which consists of comparisons and actual formula calculations in the budget itself. Stage 3 is about the post-budget forecast. It begins with the monthly profit and loss statement, which addresses revenue, profit, and a powerful analytical tool called variance analysis. Then you have the yearly forecasting, which gives you a full year picture of your budget, and that includes course correction, market changes, supply changes. Let's take a look at each of the 3 stages briefly. Planning in the preliminary stages is indispensable. Let's look at historical analysis, trends, seasonality, and outliers. And then the market analysis, which is competition, economy, supply changes, and demand generators. Having a good handle on historical performance is the first step. Trends. Trends tell you how a KPI is moving in terms of whether it's rising or it's falling or remains flat. Then comes seasonality. The hotel is a seasonal industry, and so which are the lean, standard, or peak months of occupancy? Then come the outliers, the abnormal events that occur, like for example, Olympics, which happens once in 4 years. Next category is the market analysis, which begins with competition. Which hotel or group of hotels are your direct competitors, and determining their occupancy, ADR, and RevPAR. Then comes the economy. Is the economy in a stable position? Is it on a boom, or is it in a recession phase? Then comes supply changes. Are there any new hotels that have joined the market? Any supply reductions? And then on the other hand, you have the demand generators, which are the major sources of demand, both domestic and international as applicable to that particular hotel. Stage 2 is the actual budgeting process, which begins with the category of a big picture overview involving occupancy, average rate, and the RevPAR that we talked about earlier. Then come market segments with the individual and group, the two major categories, and then a powerful analysis of the assumptions, which include comparisons and actual formula calculations. Finally, stage 3 is about the post-budget forecast, which begins with the monthly P&L involving the revenue, the profit, and the variance analysis. Then a full year forecast, which is about course correction, any changes in direction that are needed, market changes, supply changes. Do you want to learn the 8 key steps even before beginning to budget? Click the video above on hotel budgeting and forecasting, the ultimate guide.